We are doing our quarantine on board Skua in Grenada. We've run out of all of our fresh stuff.
I'm going to overhaul the Windless.
We had a little joyride on the pontoon to throw away the rubbish. Both walked at least 10 steps. Stop it.
It's a really nice evening.
I'm Elena. And this is Ryan. In 2017, we left the UK on our first boat, Kittiwake. We lived on Kittiwake for 2 years. Then, Skua came along. She's a Tayana 37 from 1976. We live on Skua on a budget and work online to keep travelling by sailboat. In 2020, we crossed the Atlantic Ocean to the Caribbean.
Thank you, Vicky.
Now, we're exploring this beautiful part of the world. Good morning! As you probably know, we are doing our quarantine on board Skua in Grenada. We have to do 10 to 14 days of quarantine aboard our boat without stepping off it, other than to throw our trash. And today is actually day 9 or something like that. And it's been extremely rolly here. And up until this morning I hadn't slept for 4 nights, so we tried something else, something different. I slept in the V-berth rather than on the C-berth, and I slept perpendicular to the berth, and I managed to fall asleep a few times, so really happy with that. Try it out if it's a really rolly anchorage. Try to get perpendicular to the roll, and then it won't feel like you're actually rolling. And Ryan has slept in the sea berth, and he's a lot tougher than me, so he managed to sleep as well. So worked out for both of us, I guess.
We're running out of brekkie stuff.
Yeah, we're so spoiled. Having fresh fruit, we've run out of all of our fresh stuff. And unfortunately, my only credit card is just a prepaid MasterCard. Is not habilitated to pay on these Grenadian websites, so we can't order any groceries. We are totally fine, we've got enough food, but...
yeah, no one's starving on Skua.
No. In fact, we're putting on weight because everything is long life, carby crap. So yeah, we're probably gonna get out of quarantine and have put on a couple of kilos, which is a bit sad.
Everyone's got some COVID kilos.
Yeah, the quarantine weight gain or something. But
COVID kilos.
yeah, we're back to our secret stash of cereal from the Atlantic crossing.
Nice.
You losing?
No, winning. Caning them.
What are you gonna do today?
Play my baseball game all day. Now I'm going to probably strip the Windless and grease it and clean all the paint off it, I think. Fed up with it looking so crappy. And because it's bronze, I'm not sure why it's painted, really.
Maybe they didn't like the green.
Maybe. I think it looks better than... Well, maybe when it was first painted white it looked better, but...
I'm sure it
I think
did.
you can do that. Do it in the morning before it gets too hot. And then chill out in the afternoon when it's really warm and we're tired. I'm going to overhaul the Windless. Hasn't been done for about a year, so I need to strip it and clean the insides and grease it. And I'm also going to see if I can remove all this old white paint so that it looks kind of bronze, because the body of it is actually solid bronze, and I think it'd look really cool if it was actually bronzy rather than this kind of mix of all this crap. So I'll see how I strip that off. I'm not really sure what'll work. Hopefully something, but ideally I'd use like a sander, obviously, and sand it all off, but I think this will work. And then, yeah, so I'm just going to clean it all up, get it working really well, and hopefully make it look a bit nicer.
But while Ryan is overhauling the Windless, I am writing an article for my freelance work, as you probably know, and I just pop out every now and then to film him. As midday approached, it got too hot to work outside, so Ryan decided to finish off the Windless in the evening. We are going to throw away the rubbish, which is the most exciting thing we get to do in quarantine. So we are not allowed off the boat other than to do this. We can't use our inflatable toys like a SUP or a kayak. We can't really just go on a dinghy trip or anything like that. All we can do is swim around the boat and swim down to check on our anchor. So this is as exciting as it gets in quarantine. So where is it that we're going?
So we're going into St George's, which is the town over there. It's pretty cool. It's like, it looks kind of colonial-ish, like the buildings all look like old European buildings, but it looks like a nice little place. We haven't obviously like explored it on foot yet, but we've dinghied into it before. So we're going to go through the quarantine anchorage, which is basically from here all the way into town. We're, I think, the furthest boat. There's maybe one more over there that's further away, but that's fine. It means we get to be in the dinghy for longer, get a break from being on the boat. It's kind of like our only break from just sitting on a rolly boat. So yeah, maybe we'll go again tomorrow to throw away the rubbish as well.
Maybe we'll produce some more rubbish by sunset.
Just go like blow up an empty rubbish bag and take it to shore. But yeah, there's some cool boats in the anchorage. There's a Hess pilot cutter, which I really want to like go and see, but it's really, really far out of the way.
We're not really allowed to go up to any boats, so we don't want to really, do that.
Hopefully we'll bump into them in another anchorage and we'll be able to linger.
Yeah.
See if they'll invite us on board.
All right, let's just go do our very exciting task of the day.
Yeah.
We had a little joyride on the pontoon to throw away the rubbish. Both walked at least 10 steps, and now I'm driving on the way back, so we are sharing the driving so that we both get to do it.
Yeah, so one doesn't get all the fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the sun's been up for quite a while, then charge the batteries. I'm going to put the water maker on, probably run it for an hour, maybe 2, to fill the tanks. We've been keeping the tanks fairly full, which is nice because we can have showers.
Awesome. You ready for my super gourmet amazing lunch?
Bring it on. Wow.
I didn't even make the sauce. Possibly the saddest lunch I've ever had.
I know, we're completely out of fresh stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Not even an onion left.
No.
No eggs, no onions.
Nothing. Is it okay?
It was good. I've cleaned most of the paint off the body and I'll give it a final polish up once it's all back together, but now I'm going to start reassembling it. So I'll grease all the moving parts, all the bearings and whatnot, and then put the spindle back through and the gypsy back on, and yeah, just kind of greasing stuff as I go and making sure it's all nice and clean.
For swimming.
Yeah. Do you think we should snorkel and check on the anchor? I might as well wear my snorkel just in case it's a look up.
It's complicated with the flopper stopper up.
Ready?
Yeah. It's refreshing. There's lots of boats in the anchorage. I'd say at least 50. But I don't think all of them are still in quarantine. I think some of them have been tested and are just hanging out here for a bit. That over there is the beach of this bay, and it looks pretty stunning from here, but you're not allowed to anchor on that side of the bay because it's a conservation area. What a hunk! Stop it, stop it! Ow. I'm not sure it was shown on the camera, but yeah, I could see it. So while I'm here, I'm gonna show you our flopper stopper. We made it last year in Spain, and if you want to see how we made it, I'll link the video up here on the top of the screen.
What's the next fun activity for today?
I'm just... Oh no! I have a knot. Yeah, I'm just mending some of my clothes because the sun in the tropics is really powerful, and for some reason the clothes are falling apart. And we haven't been anywhere near like a clothing shop for 6 months, would you say?
Yeah, probably.
Something like 6 months, and all our clothes are already old. So then we put them for 6 months in this sun, and everything is literally falling apart. Like threads are falling apart, elastics are falling apart. Yeah, so I really need after quarantine to go pick up some shorts or something, because all my shorts are literally falling to my feet by now. But yeah, so fun things on scooter.
Relaxing.
Yeah. Wasn't it something in the super olden days sailors used to do?
Oh yeah.
On their day off or
Well,
something?
they would make their own clothes as well out of like canvas.
Oh really?
Yeah. On make and mend days, yeah.
That's not gonna happen on this boat. I can tell you that.
Some sailcloth trousers.
Wait, what? The sails are needed.
Not as much as me wearing trousers.
Right.
One for you.
Yippee! Sundowner time. Suntoro time.
Centauri time.
Suntory.
We're not trying to be ironic with the Corona name though. We just happen to be that cool that way.
Yeah. This was our biggest treat for quarantine, wasn't it?
Yeah, 170 Eastern Caribbean dollars for 24 Coronas. About
How much
£2
is that?
each.
Yeah. $2 per Corona, is that right? Per beer? Stop saying that word.
I don't know why I can't do it long.
Wow.
That was a good one, huh?
That was great. The longest in the anchorage.
And the loudest.
And the loudest. It just never ends, does it? Like, they keep going.
There's a boat called Rajak, which is a really, really cool black ketch. That's, yeah, really nice. Cut to ketch. And they've got a little girl called Anna on there, and she's just like learned how to blow the conch, and she'll just like keep going for the next 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
doing it.
The other day they had to tell her off to make her stop because Ryan kept responding as well.
Just encourage her.
We're not violating quarantine, we're just in touch via WhatsApp, by the way.
Yeah, we met them in Beckway.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
Your conch competition night every night.
Yeah, his conch's really good.
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's because
got
it's like
lucky.
quite a big one and it must have more curls or something. But it seems to do an extra loud, extra deep horn.
Yeah,
We'll do it again.
one last time. Otherwise, Cami's gonna get angry. Poor Anna now she's gonna try for ages to do one as long as this.
Till her face goes blue.
Oh, poor kid. Right, I'm gonna go make dinner.
Yippee!
Have you seen anything less appealing than this?
It smells good.
So I made a curry with all jarred veggies because that's what we've got on board. They are from our Atlantic crossing. We bought them in Spain. So, ta-da! It's made with coconut milk and curry powder and masala, garlic powder. Like, I didn't even have onions. Like, and if you've cooked curry, you know how important onion is. So, yeah, it's gonna be a bit disgusting.
I'm
but
sure I'll eat it, whatever it is.
yeah. You having a good night?
Yeah, it's really pleasant temperature now. Like after dinner, the temperature's really nice. So sometimes we just sit outside and Eleanor reads to me or whatever. And
we're up here on the bow where it's perfect airflow.
Yeah, you get even more breeze up here, which is really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see the lights on shore and the anchor lights of all the boats in the anchorage, because it's quite busy, this quarantine anchorage, and all the anchor lights are kind of filling up the sky. And there's a little bit of music from shore, And yeah, it's a really nice evening. Crickets on shore as well. I don't know if you can hear them on the microphone, but
It's really nice, really peaceful.
yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and click on the bell button. Your support is essential to keep these videos coming, so consider joining our Patreon crew or sending us a PayPal donation. See you next week!